Welcome to another YouTube video, and in this recording in the playlist we are going to look at parts calculation. Yes, go back in the playlist. I introduced you to semi-solid formulations, how they are written, and almost always you may have it in a gram expression, gram mixed with milliliter, or you may have the formula written as parts. And so here I'm going back to emulsifying ointment, BP. Emulsifying wax is 3 parts, white soft paraffin 5 parts, liquid paraffin 2 parts. Now the total parts of the formulation is equal to the total for the preparation being requested. Always remember that. So if this total formulation is 10 parts and I am being asked to make 30 grams of ointment, then 10 parts is equal to 30 parts, 30 grams. That's how we normally look at the recipe. Now let's look at how we normally lay out the calculation. So the emulsifying wax, you'd say 3 parts is to 100, so how much is to 30 grams? And so your answer, the parts and parts would cancel, leaving you with grams as the unit, and your answer is 9. White soft paraffin, half of the recipe is white soft paraffin. It's 5 parts. And so you expect your answer to be 15. Half of 30 is 15. So without using the calculator, you can actually know your answer. Those are ways you estimate to see if you're putting in the wrong thing in the calculator. No, 5 to 10, so x is to 30, would give you 15 grams. The liquid paraffin is 2 parts of that. So 2 over 10 times 30 gives you 6 grams. So my new formula to make 30 grams of this ointment will be 9 grams of the wax, 15 grams, which is half of the recipe for the white soft paraffin, and the liquid paraffin would be 6 grams. Let me just escape right here and put the unit in right there. So it's 6 grams. Now you may say, this is a liquid. So how am I going to weigh a liquid? That's why you need the density and the specific gravity information, so you can easily convert the gram into milliliters and measure using a syringe. And this would be so efficient whenever you're compounding your preparation. This brings us to, believe it or not, the end of a very short recording on how to read a formula that is written as parts. Remember that you could also do it another way. Let me just escape and show you where if 30 grams, let me just copy right here for you and show you. Let me zoom in for you. You could say that the formula adds up to 30 grams is 10 parts. So you could say, let's do it quickly. How much is 1 part? Really easy stuff. If 30 grams is to 10 parts, then X grams is equal to 1 part. This is another way you could have written it. All right. And so X would be equal to 30 times 1 divided by 10, which X would be equal to 3 grams. So all you have to do is just multiply. 1 gram, 1 part is equal to 3 grams. And so for the emulsifying wax, which would be 3 parts, would be equal to X grams. X would be equal to 9 grams. Wasn't that our answer? Yeah, that was our answer for the emulsifying wax. And so it's up to you. Emulsifying wax would be 9 grams. And so it's up to you if you want to solve it the way wherein we make 30 grams is equal to the 10 parts, and so you work it out. Or students differ. You can solve what 1 part represents. And so here, 1 part equal 3 grams is equal to 1 part. And so you use this to drive the calculation here. So let's look at the white soft paraffin. I'm going to abbreviate for ease. White soft paraffin, it's 1 part is 3 grams, and so therefore 5 parts would be X. 5 times 3 is 15, right? So don't overthink it. It's just using your ratio and proportion or your dimensional analysis. Once you know which ingredient go on what side, you're good. So 2 parts would actually be 6 for your liquid paraffin. 6 grams liquid paraffin, right? And let's look if that's what we got in the previous slide. So here our answer was 9, 15, and 6. 9, 15, and 6. So you can work it to say 30 grams is equal to 10 parts, so 3 is to X, or you can work out to see how much is 1 part, and then you multiply it by the number of parts that it should occupy. That brings us to the end of the recording on parts. Really easy, really simple. Don't overthink it. Like this video if it has been beneficial. Thank you.